Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. You know what? I almost forgot to live stream. Wow, time really flies. Okay, I was busy doing a little bit of update and whatnot for my game, right? The modeling session and whatnot. I literally zoned out. Whew, oh boy, that's bad. That's bad. But luckily, okay, I'm gonna before we begin, all right? A little bit of housekeeping. We are towards the end of the year, so there are lots of things we want to talk about. Last stream, we did talk about some membership and whatnot, and gatekeeping. Basically, like, am I gatekeeping too hard? Because I'm trying to avoid bots to gobble up all my what you call this collection, and I've been starting to use bounty blocks and well, unfortunately, this round's giveaway, we don't have anyone joining, which is totally fine in my opinion, because we want to utilize the bounty blocks as much as I can by doing giveaways and stuff. Okay, so that is one key thing I need to start being a little bit more, I would say, proactive and can I use the word proactive? A little bit more active in doing my marketing and stuff. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. It's not a comparison. Is I'm almost hitting 500 followers. Yes, it is slower compared to other channels out there, but I already said that getting the viewers is not say no longer my priority. I will still feel a little bit, I would say FOMO. No, not FOMO. FOMO is the wrong thing. I feel a little bit left out when it comes to gaining followers, and unfortunately, it is basically content wise. Okay, that's it. All right, I have come with terms with that, and I will basically I will go through, from time and time again. We want to always do a health check, and that's it. That's really it. I just want to put it out there because I not to say I'm not getting enough followers or whatnot, but I am almost at 500 followers, and that's a great milestone. We will do a little bit of recap on a lot of things at the end of the year for some of my channel. This is mainly on the record, and I think I should do it. Yeah, no, that's it. I should really do it. And another thing is that I have found a few kind of interesting thing on Twitch in general. And unfortunately, my followers is nowhere near that level, and that's how it is, right? So on one end, obviously, I need to definitely not say live stream other things, but yeah, basically go through a few small little minor changes here and there. And then obviously the question, you know what? I don't be too negative for this opening line, but we don't care about that, right? I don't care about that, so I'm not gonna focus too much about that. That's it. The end. Dot. Okay, so let's start off with the membership stuff and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with giving uh before we go any into in depth. Okay, the first thing that I want to put out is very straightforward. I think I have been heavily gatekeeping my not say content, my collection for too much. That is not a coincidence because my number one priority is because I'm not charging anything for my collection, and I don't want the bots to just gobble up everything. And obviously, the second thing is the most obvious one is that not many people, if not, there is no interest, there's no buzz for my collection. Is that a problem? Little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit right now because obviously when you want to put when you do something for me, okay, no, I cannot use when you do because there are many other reasons on why you are doing certain things. In general, when people do something on the Web3 side, okay, this is the very obvious thing, and I have been critiquing a lot of all these projects out there. It still stands, and that's the reason why I'm applying it to myself. And that is why people create why people are going into the Web3 space. Obviously, is to have to gain profit and whatnot. Because if you're saying building a brand, there's only a handful of Web3 projects out there that actually still in line with that. What do you call this? Can I use the word mission? No, no, no. Okay, there's a handful of projects out there that still remain the test of time. You know, that's still kind of there. All right, and one of them is Illuvium. Illuvium, unfortunately, is not on Wax. It is not on the chain that I am using right now, which is Wax. And I think Funko, is Funko still up? It's been a while, right? It's been a while. I take a look at Funko. Yeah, you know what? Probably a quick little check while we queue up for brawlers. And in general, I'm gonna say this straight. It's gonna be a cold night. Only this is gonna be a, like I said, it's gonna be a community game right now. Okay, so you will not see any game for tonight, which is not to say a shame, but I think people has not say dwindled down in interest, but that's just about it. Partially, I'm gonna put this on me as well because I'm starting to change or pivot to other content or areas of topic for my stream. So that's one of the reason why the game I hardly commentate anymore on brawlers. So partially I'm gonna blame myself for that. Okay. Okay, so Funko, let's see, it's called Drop.io. Drop.io, let's see Drop.io. What happened to Drop? Is it still available? And this villain season arcade, no. Release, no, that's the latest drop. Wow. We are Their last drop is on July? Really? I don't think so, right? No, no, we still have, right? So the latest drop is the, what do you call this? It is Disney, right? It's Disney villain before December 17. Okay, cool. So we still ongoing, all right? So Funko is still there, which is great. But obviously Funko is also moving away from Wax, kinda. They are having their own market as well. So this is one of the small, I won't say problems, but one of the small things for a lot of digital collectibles out there. Once they reach to a certain, I would say, how do I call this? Once you reach to a certain reach or size, they tend to go on to their own platform. Yeah, in a way, they want to have their own platform because of one very key thing. Exclusivity. Yeah, one of basically being a not exclusive. I can't pronounce that word correctly now. Okay, exclusivity. One, and number two, fees. All the secondary fees, they want to earn as much as they can, and that's the reason why they want to have their own chain. Simple as that. All right. I've seen this a lot. All right, people from big main chains, for example, like Wax and whatnot, they have their, at the end they will migrate to their own chain. Another collectibles that I used to pay attention to is VV. VV is in fact, you know what, I'm gonna say this. VV is the first Web3 not say project, the Web3 platform that I went into, and it's one of my main collections there. Yeah, which is crazy. And VV is more on the digital, like 3D collectible stuff, and that is one of the key inspiration that I draw upon when doing my collection. I want to have 3D as best as I can, so VV is one of them. And of course another one is McFarlane, because I do like the action figures and whatnot, and I think they kind of have something great but something is lacking as well. Like, almost there. But I think Vivi is more on the right track, just a little bit slower than my not say my expectation. Like, yeah, it's just it's an interesting thing. Actually, we want to talk about that, but not for today. Unfortunately, we can't do it today because it's going to be a long-winded talk. But we can do a little bit on the side because we're going to talk a lot about the membership program. And I also want to talk about what I plan, not say what I plan to do next year. There is a few words that I try not to use, okay? One of them is gamify. I don't like that word because it's heavily used for things that is not game related in a way, and even though it's game related, it is more towards the, you know, the gambling side, which I don't want to talk too much about it because it's, yeah, no. So one of it is there. Another one gamify apps that play to earn, play to own. I think that really doesn't, not say doesn't really work, but we need to go through another iteration of it to see if it still works. Because I think the play to earn, play to earn kind of thing probably. Dang it. The play to earn. Yeah, no, play to earn. It's more on the lines of it is not real. No, it cannot work without with the token. So yeah, basically you have to go through another iteration, and we can talk a lot about this. In fact, I would try to attempt my vision of like play to, not to say play to earn. See, the thing is play to earn. What is earning, right? How do you earn and stuff? Yeah, what is earning in the game side of things? And let's touch a little bit, right? Just a little bit. So most of the reason play to earn, we remove play to earn first, right? We remove every single thing. So the only thing when people play games and they can air quote earn back at the heyday, it's usually multiplayer MMO, right? MMO games out there. And what do they sell? Literally in-game gold. It's very prominent in most of the famous, if not mostly played MMO out there. One of them is World of Warcraft. Another one is EVE Online. Back in my heyday, it was RuneScape. Guess what? It's there, okay? The moment you can sell an item, the moment you can sell in-game currency, people will try to sell. People will sell. And the play to earn actually borrows, if not based on that literal economy. Problem is, it's gonna be even worse. Okay, I'm gonna say this, it's gonna be even worse when it's I would say legitimize. Ugh. When basically it's air quote legal, or it's built, not say it's built in the game, it's the intended gameplay. The problem is the intended gameplay part. And with that, I don't go too deep because we can talk all day long with this and it's not going to be fun. Okay, definitely not for today. Yeah, all right. So that's that. And of course, not say of course, so obviously if we don't have play to earn, play to own, what's the next best thing to do with all this stuff? Back to square one, which is digital collectibles, right? Authenticatable digital collectibles. And I still think that is the best use so far. Obviously, the next problem is like Funko, they are migrating away from wax as much as they can. Basically, they have their own platform, and that will be as good as, haha, guess what? It is good as every other. No, no. Before we go to every other, it is as good as every other games out there when there's an in-app purchase, IAP, people like to call that microtransaction. Right? It's exactly the same thing. So why they want to have their own platform? So that they can control, they can get profit, direct profits, and that's about it. So with that, do we really need Web3? if you're gonna go to that portion, you don't need it. That's the sad case, right? You don't need it anymore. A lot of mobile games doesn't really need Web3, point in case, right? So that is one small, no, that is one big giant hurdle for Web3 to be mainstream, because why do you need a chain, right? Why do you need to go to this particular chain or that particular chain? So the whole entire NFT thing will definitely need to go through a whole complete overhaul, a new iteration before it can, yeah, before it can come back again, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a huge thing, right? It's a huge cycle. So we have reached to the end of a cycle per se, or rather, Web3 needs a new evolution. um, yeah, if not say evolution. The closest thing I can think of right now is evolution, iteration. All right, correct word is iteration. You have to go through an iteration. It's same like internet. Internet. The first use of internet is like emails, and that's about it in general. And then after that, you get some news, okay, here and there, and then you get online games, right? A bit more entertainment. Back then, streaming was a little bit rough, right? During the early days of YouTube, and then out of nowhere, that there is like that gap year, right? Suddenly, boom, YouTube, streaming, and then obviously torrents and downloads and what, Napster, yeah, the Napster era, um, the music streaming and download and whatnot, and then after that we get proper, right, Netflix style of stuff, and then now it is due, right? It is due. Web3 is basically something that just, it's not the main evolution or the main iteration. It is something there hovering, just not ready to bloom yet, or probably it bloomed a little bit, but it didn't make a dent. Okay, so that's what I want to say. That's it. All right. Now, with that out of the way, a little bit long-winded for a big, long intro. I have thought long and hard for the membership system. So it's gonna go really, before we go to that membership system, a little bit of recap, okay? A little recap is needed because we want to go through as much as we can. And that would be, let's see, what did I write on the previous announcement? Okay. Uh, bu- 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 Okay, so we have 137 editions. That is how many editions I will be putting out. Doesn't matter unless something change in the future, then I will change the number if it's really needed. But for now, it's only 137 maximum, right? 137 maximum all across the board. Yep. Okay, number two, it would be the rarity. So we have common, rare, and uncommon. All right, so I found a nice middle ground in between. So blind box, we're gonna have common and rare. And then for one-off drop, okay, so this is what I have decided. One-off drop will be uncommon for only one reason. The uncommon will have, okay, it will be time gated. Yes. So the difference between blind box and single drop is, single drop, I've decided that it will be time gated, and it's going to be that year by itself, right? Once the year is done, if we mint that much, that is how much it goes. Whereas blind box, I think I will put as you can still mint in a way. And if that's the case, if I want to put time limited stuff, do I want to add in a new what do you call this, rarity, epic? Because epic is more time sensitive, where uncommon I can still just let it go. That's the question. All right, but more importantly is, the rarity is not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is how to get all this addition out across. Do I want to charge? Do I want to do this giveaway and whatnot? And I've decided, I think this is the best possible middle ground. All right, let's meet it down the middle. So for public, if I can, I will put out a, not say I want to sell, but I think that's the best way I can do it right now, is I will do a giveaway all right, using bounty blocks. That's the best way for anyone to want to grab it. It would be what do you call this? The contest giveaway will always be during my live stream. All right, anyone who comes and tune in will definitely have a chance. If not, almost a not almost. It is gonna be a guarantee. Yes, if you watch my stream, it is a guaranteed. I won't say guaranteed drop, but you are guaranteed to have at least one. All right. Doesn't matter if it's a single drop or a blind box, but more primarily on the blind box. The blind box I want to give out more than just one, whereas the single drop it is gonna be more like a single drop, right? And that's it. I'm gonna treat it as almost like a POAP or attendance. So there will be free giveaways definitely during that. I need to work on the schedule, and that's the reason why we want to have this talk today. I'm gonna draw out as much as I can for the plan, and I think I think we have a good kinda a middle ground for everything, and I think this is the best way to move forward for series 4. So let me draw a little bit. I know this overlay is gonna be boring. All right, so let me grab paint. Yes, okay, got you. Nope. Where are you? Image, go away. Nope, wrong image. Hey, where's my image? There we go. Okay, cool. So let's get on to it. Let's do some drawing. So first thing first is the giveaway. So every time we stream, automatically you will get a free drop. Did I write? Okay, yeah. I need to draw a line over here. This is the line that I cannot cross. Stream will definitely it's a drop. Okay, it's 100%. I'm gonna write that 100%. Anyone who views my come in and chat, doesn't matter if it's Kick or Twitch, it's 100% drop. So that's one good thing. So that would be the first thing that I want to put out. That's how you score some of my collections. The next part is for those who cannot view the stream, bounty blocks. I'm gonna call it BB. Giveaway. This will be held every week. Okay, weekly. I don't think I wrote nicely. Giveaway. Oh, yeah. And then it will be oh wait, I can write a bit longer. Haha, there we go. Lines here. Okay, so this is free stuff. All right, it's free. All right, this is the main way to get it for free. Now, if you missed out both of them, okay, then the best case scenario, unfortunately, I will charge. All right, so the next best thing is you buy. How much? 1 wax. Or do I want to put 5? I'm still in between the 1 and 5 though, in my opinion. In my opinion. I want to do 1 wax though, because I really don't want to charge people, right? But 1 wax, it does make a lot of other people gobble up super fast, so I want to avoid that. Alright? That's it. The whole pricing problem is I don't want to charge, but at the same time I want to prevent bots from just gobbling up, right? Or any of the whales out there, which is crazy. Scalpers and whatnot. The only way to combat this that I think of right now is not everything will go on sale. I will reserve like at least almost half. That means only half will go up on sale like this, and then the rest is just stream drop, giveaway, and that's it. I think that's the best possible, what do you call this, middle ground that I can do. So if that works, so we're gonna try this out next year. Okay, this ultimate plan of mine. So stream 100%. Okay, I'll say drop 100%. Yeah, 100% giveaway. For those who are watching off stream, we'll do the bounty blocks giveaway. It's gonna be weekly. It's gonna be definitely on. It's gonna be on a weekly basis. Ugh. So with that, the next part is, what about membership? Okay, so this is the part where we're gonna nail down. Okay, so and this is very, very important. Because of this, I need to set up this part. Okay, so you don't need a membership to get anything. However, membership, right? By getting membership, you get a reserve, and this is the one that I want to write out. Let me save this guy. Save as. Okay, I'm gonna put this all on Discord, and I'm gonna type it a little bit more in detail. Okay, all right. So for the membership, right? Oh, okay, this is the line. All right, we need to figure. We need to have a purpose. All right. So membership, it's a reserve. Reserve listing. All right, and it's usually the first dips. Hey, first dip, and oh, first D I P D I P. All right, first dip. So you are guaranteed the moment you're on membership, you are guaranteed to get something for sure. It won't be airdrop though. So you have to claim, but it is reserved. And I will explain a little bit more on how I want to move this forward. Is so when you got a membership, for example, let's say I have a blind box, right? This example, EG, okay, blind box. You are guaranteed one. So I'm gonna write that 100% one pack, or one box. I'm gonna call it box rather than pack. Hey, so yeah, guaranteed one box. And then if it's not blind box, if it's a single drop, oh, you're gonna go for the reserve pool. All right. However, reserve pool is limited. All right. So what do I mean by reserve pool? Reserve pool is mint. Oh, dang it. I don't have space anymore. Can I write here? Hey, 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 hey. 1 to 9. Literally. That's the reserve pool. 1 to 9. It's all reserved for membership owners only. And it will be pre-minted. I'm gonna pre-mint this. All right, so the difference is, what if we no, if everything gets claimed, no problem. All right. What if nobody claims? That is the most important question. What if nobody claims it? And that will move on to the next part. There will be an annual giveaway. I will call it the year something bonanza, or anniversary bonanza or whatnot, which is we're gonna do exactly, right, exactly like what do you call this, Funko, which means I will put all the items in there, and you can draw it out. That's it. And that part, okay, so those will last forever. Whichever is left. So I did a quick calculation. Let's say I have 12 drops in a year, and all 12 drop is a unique drop, is a single drop. So 12 times 9, 12, yeah, 12 times 10. Let's make it easy. 12 times 10, I only have 120 items. So that is easy, still below 137. And then to top it off, what if it's a blind box? So I'm going to follow the ratio that I've mentioned, which I'm going to put out as well. For example, common would be 7. This is out of 10, yeah. Common would be 7. Rare would be only 3. I will mean up to 3 if nobody claims. If people claims more than that, then that's all right. And then rare will be 1. So the chase is there. Yeah, that is for if nobody has gotten it for the whole entire year for that series. So it gives people one last chance, and that's the final chance. If you don't get it, not say you won't get it, it will exist there, right? So the rare, if nobody gets that rare for the whole entire year, there'll be only 1. So it becomes like a 1 of 1 in technical terms. So it becomes a legendary. I won't say a legendary rarity, but it's just 1. That's it. And for blind box, it works a little bit differently, in my opinion. I would definitely pre-mint 10 of them, and that's it. Yeah, at the end of at the end of the year, we're gonna do like a bonanza stuff. You guys can come and join, then give up giveaways and whatnot, and then giveaways. Okay, so for the final, not say final, I'm gonna call it the bonanza, the annual bonanza. Okay, or let's call it a bonanza. Let's first let me double check what is the word. Alright. Because I've been seeing this a lot, but I want to get the actual meaning. Bonanza primarily refers to a classic American Western TV show about Cartwright family on no, we don't care about that. Word, all right, bonanza on a marketplace. Nope, nope, nope. All right, meaning. A situation or event that creates a sudden increase in wealth, good fortune, or profit. Yeah, that's why I want to use the word bonanza, but technically not, because it doesn't have wealth. Good fortune, maybe. Profits, so I cannot use the word bonanza. I'm gonna say the annual giveaway. Right, the ultimate annual the annual giveaway or the anniversary giveaway. And good question, when is the anniversary? I would need to dig up a little bit, like when did I officially restarted the stream? That would be the date. You know what, that would be the date. And so with that, so membership will only exist in, I won't say 2 tiers, but for now it's gonna be 1 tier. We're gonna revert everything down back to normal, so 1 tier only, to make things easy, to make things simple. All right, without going through too much thought process. So I've given lots and lots of thought on this, because I was thinking, like, do I want to do VIP? Do I want to do a lot of stuff? But it really doesn't make sense, because we're gonna do giveaways, like free giveaways anyway. And I'm not saying I really don't want to charge anybody for this, so that's also another thing. All right, let me type this out. No, where did I save? There we go. Okay, so with that, we're gonna officially draw this line. All right, so I already did say the membership. This is the perks of having a membership. Now, next part is we want to talk about what happened to OG, VIP, and whatnot. So let's draw the line. Okay, for those who have the OG, doesn't matter if it's day 1 or because previously I want to do something like you have to work for it, but I've decided, okay, we're gonna draw the line as of when do I stop the OG? So it is gonna be the existing wallets. All right, this is their special perk. All right, the existing people who holds the main OG NFT. It is transferable. However, with that being said, okay, there's only 10. There's only 10 out in existence. That's it. You won't be able. Okay, so let me write this down. All right, so OG, there's only 10 in existence. It will never go above 10. Right? This is for people who supports the channel initially. Would I have another one? Would I have a comeback? I won't say a comeback. No, not comeback. Sounds so wrong. How do you get into exclusive stuff and whatnot? Currently, tentatively, everything is on hold. I have to scrap the whole entire plan because of one key thing. And the key thing is very simple. I cannot keep rewarding people who just so happen to be here on the right time at the right day. For example, when I started streaming and then they get all the rewards. No, I cannot do that anymore. Previously, I want to give them as a perk. However, they still maintain one key perk. The OG people still carry on a key perk, which means is an auto membership. Auto membership. All right, so this is gonna be their I will call it the perk entitlement. And what I mean by auto membership is if I were to introduce any membership, they will automatically be in the list. Yeah, memberships is not it's free. It's also free, but it's not something that you can I use the word limited? Can I use the word limited? Because I'm going to explain. So to get into membership, there's only one way to get membership. And that is to join the competition or you come and watch my stream. And there is no other way. Or you're a super fan. And that's the next thing. How do I judge a super fan, right? And we want to get to that part, right? So bear with me a little bit. So auto membership, free, limited. All right, you know what? Let's scrap this. Let's do it right now. Okay. So OG is they will keep this perk auto. I won't say auto enrollment because I'm not gonna airdrop. They have to claim. So every year I will put up a page for them, a claimable page, so they have to claim it. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's the perk for them. And for future sake, like, is it fair or not? No, unfortunately, it's not that fair in general because they automatically gets enrolled, but at the same time they have to claim it manually. And with that being said, if let's say there's multiple tier of membership, they only get the lowest tier automatically. They will not get the highest tier. That's right, because the highest tier will be for those who actively interact with me, yada yada yada, and that's it. So for now, to make things simple, that's why we only have one membership program. That's it, just membership program. And with that, the OGs are they can claim anytime they like. All right, they don't need to kind of view the channel in a way like stuff like that. And that's where we want to write it down. How do you gain membership? And this is not really a gatekeeping stuff because note everything is obtainable with other means. Now the only question is, do I want to sell the membership? So that's a lot of things I want to go through a little bit, and that is the question mark. And that's that. All right, that's really that. All right, so membership. All right, how to get? How to get? Okay, so so let's put that OG is auto. All right, auto, yeah. So it's gonna be limited. Okay, when I say limited, it's not the OG limited time to claim. It's going to be a limited time claim. And the window is you need to fulfill requirements. All right, there is requirements to claim membership. And I will put out the requirement so before we go to every year, so when to claim, when it's always Q1 to make things fair for everyone and give time for everyone. Quarter one, which means January, February, March. That is the time that you can claim basically the membership program. After quarter one, that's it. Whatever it's out there, it's out there. You cannot get it anymore unless the requirements would, okay, membership, how to get, limited time to claim, requirements, there will be requirements, yeah, so you need to, there will be a list. Okay, once after the requirement, when, how long, okay, this is when, quarter one duration. Okay, so after this, the only way to claim membership for the whole, do note, the membership is limited time and it's also limited time, which means series 1 is for series 1, series 2 for series 2, series 3 for series 3, series 4 for series 4. And for those who missed out the window, okay, there's only one, I would say two, you know what, I'm gonna say two. One is giveaway. It's gonna be a giveaway where I will do from time to time, and that is inconsistent because it's whenever I feel like it. The best way to claim membership is viewership. Fair enough, right? Because that's that. I won't charge. There will be zero charge, so it's free. It's free to, yeah. Membership claiming is free. However, the assets, you need the assets. Haha. And because I put quarter one duration, which I'm gonna try this out for series 4, which means it's gonna lock the assets for 3 months so that people will not abuse like multi-claim. That includes the OG as well. They cannot multi-claim, right? I will try this feature and see how it works, see how it goes. If it goes great, then nice. If not, then I'll find a way to no, I will try to find a way to do something next. Maybe I will reduce the duration or whatnot. So let's see. Let's see how long can I hold the assets. If I cannot do quarter one, yeah. So this is a question mark. All right. It's heavily reliant on how long does the system hold the assets. Because some of the assets I don't really want it to be something that people hold to hold because it's your stuff. I don't want to just not let you access to your stuff for long periods of time. That's about it. That's really about it. And yeah, we will see how things goes. So stay tuned for the requirement, right? And requirement is going to be very straightforward. Very easy, very straightforward. It will not ask you for rare items or hard to get items. It's going to ask mostly the common items. Most cases is as long you hold a common set, most likely, if not, you are guaranteed. It's a guaranteed pass for the requirement. Yeah, it's like you get it already, right? All you need is just hold the commons. Whew. Okay, so that's how membership is gonna work. Yeah. And this is what I'm gonna do for series 4 onwards until otherwise, until the membership grow to a point where it demands more tiers. For now, we just consolidate everything to a single tier to make things easy. Membership will always have its own pool, and the pool is min 1 to 9 guaranteed, right? That's how it is. And oh, one last thing. I'm gonna save this as well. Do I want to write? You know what? I'm gonna post this out on Discord just for funsies. All right, I'm definitely gonna write it down properly, right, in point form. But this is gonna be something that I want to post it up on Discord as in my handwriting and whatnot. All right, this is gonna be okay. So for not say no membership, blah blah blah. Oh yes, drops. All right, this is only exclusive for membership holders, so you won't get FOMO. Perks. All right, and I will stand with this, and I think that's the best way to do so. Year long, no limit, no limit drop. Oh boy. Ta-da! Which means whatever I release, only membership gets a year long. That's right. If you missed out the like, for example, if you missed out January, February's drop, and you join like late November, or you probably just joined right on December, you got lucky, you managed to catch my stream, you win a contest, or somebody gave you a membership card, whatnot. All right, so we will see how it goes, and then if you missed it, you can get to claim every single drop from that series, which is, call it, back claim. Actually cannot use the word back claim because it's technically not back claim, because the drop is literally a year. Yes, there are some drops is gonna be limited, and I just realized something. No. I think it's gonna be a year long. Can I use year long? Because most of the drops. No. This is one of the key perks being a membership program. Year long, no limit. The only difference is what happened to. Okay. This I need to cook a little bit more because I'm gonna mention this. All right. So membership perks year. Okay, let's start off with this. I want, for anyone who holds a membership perk, you can get to back claim everything. You know what? I think that's the word, back claim. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a cup of water, and at the same time, I'm gonna do a quick little run through on everything. Okay, back. You know what? I think that's it. Yes, year-long no limit drop. Which you can back claim. If you join on December, or rather you got the membership card on December, and you missed out, let's say, the whole entire year, right? Yes, you get to claim every single thing in that year itself. So if you have membership, all the Series 4 is accessible, and it's reserved because it has its own pool. Until the pool is dried up, which means everyone claim, then it's gone. Okay. So membership gets a year-long no limit drop, reserve, pool, call it the membership pool. Okay, now this is the part where I got a little bit, not say confused, but I got a little bit like a question mark, is what about blind boxes? 1 wax. If you have membership, 1 wax. This is for the surplus blind boxes, that if you have not got the rarity, you get to you get to buy. Yeah. And this is mainly if, yeah, you get to buy. But the question is, do I want to let you buy? Do I want? Because that's the thing. Because I was thinking like 1 wax, 5 wax, right? Like public and whatnot. Because that's also another thing. And for public is half. Like, you know what? No, 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 no. Blind box, I need to not say rethink a little bit. I want to go through a few simulations in my mind and see how it moves. But for blind boxes, I think. Oh, no, 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 no. You know what? I can do this. I can do this. All right, all right, all right. So this one I would need to do a little bit on scheduling because we don't want to put blind boxes towards the end of the year. We want to put blind boxes predominantly in the beginning of the year. In general, like the first 6 months, and then the next 6 months we want to do mostly single drop-ish, because what I want to do is when we reach to this, let's say half a year already, okay? I'm gonna play this up live, how my thought process goes. So let's say the first 6 months we do blind boxes, but they did not get sold out in a way, right? Half of them will be still available for public to purchase. That is, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there, right? No limit. Yeah, no limit. If you got it, you got it. And that is that. Okay, so we have one down already, so we can get at least half of them is like it's gonna be up in the air. And why do you want to hold a membership is that you can get the remaining half, because the other half is I want to do something like a bonanza, and then you can claim, or annual giveaway you can claim. Okay, I think I need to work that second part a little bit more, because it would go something like that. Every once in a while I will just throw up a random drop, and this only for membership, and then you get to claim extra. So this is on top of what you already can claim. You get to claim extra blind boxes. Make sense? Does it make sense? Because I, on one end, I don't want to lock behind. Oh no, that would be the next question, right? Do I lock the scarcity of a drop? Okay, let's talk about that. Do I lock this? For example, if let's say nobody claims, right, there's going to be only 9 in the world, because that will be the reserve pool for the members. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about this. All right, membership perks. Okay, we don't need to save this because it's just nothing much. More like a nothing burger. Okay, what if we have surplus? Okay, so the most common thing is we burn it. All right, the most common solution is to burn it. That means we at times we follow the golden ratio. Not say the golden. You know what? I'm gonna dig up the golden ratio and see. All right, we time we're gonna follow the ratio. My writing is horrible. So it's gonna be like 7, 3. Common. Ugh, come on. Common 7, uncommon 3, rare 1. This is the ratio. Okay, so in total we have like 11 cards here. So I'm gonna use the TCG rule for now. And is it a good thing to follow? The answer is actually kind of a good thing to follow. So that would be one of it. Another one I can do is I should, you know what? I think that's the best possible way. Yeah, it's a bit hard for me to describe right now, but at the end of the day, okay, yes, surplus is only for blind box, only applicable to blind box. Yeah, this is only applicable to blind box. All right, cool, cool. So we follow this scenario. At the end of the year, all right, let's say the whole year for series 4, we only everyone managed to claim single. All right, single, no problem, right? And single, by the end of the year, single will be lock. And so only 9 will exist. All right, 1 to 9. We're gonna put this on the side. So up the single, there will be only 9, because that's how much I will mint out. That's it. All right. So for blind boxes, so blind boxes will be kind of cancelled, but blind box will also have 9. There will be 9 box in total if nobody claims it. But at the same time, blind box will follow a extra rule, because it will have automatically, I will if we don't have any of this, okay, that means we have to adhere to this rule. If common does not reach 7, which means there's 7 and below, I will min up to 7. Uncommon, if there's 3, if we don't have enough, like if it doesn't hit the number 3, we will min up to 3. So for example, if there's only 1 uncommon, I will min extra 2. Rare, very straightforward. If there's none outside, I will automatically add 1. Does it make sense? And then once all this is minted, I will make a series blind box. No, I cannot use. Can I make a series blind box? The problem with that is I need to do a lot of math. How can I do the giveaway for that? The best way to do is actually make a series blind box, and I will just throw everything inside it. Oh yes, no, yes, we can do a surplus blind box. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is exactly like this. I would like, yeah, so we're gonna call it a surprise series. No, blind box. Oh, dang it, I have to write somewhere. I'm gonna call it a series blind box. That is the anniversary box. Yeah, and that is your only chance. If you missed out everything from the last series, that's the only chance to get it. That's it. And that will exist forever. Yeah. So if people manage to get it, get it. If they don't get it, they don't get it. Because that's the only last chance to get all this. And I'm going to throw all of them. Every single thing will go into the box. And I will try to figure out how to do the draw. Like, how do you draw an existing pool? Because in normal sense is like if there's only, so this is the part where it's interesting, because unfortunately it might go above 137, not say addition, but 137 blind boxes, because we have like 7 plus 3 plus 1, that's literally 11 already. And 11, if I were to times, actually no, to top it off, 11 plus 9. Okay, hold on. Let me work my math. All right. So at the year end, okay, whatever we calculate, that will only be 120, assuming I mint 10. All right. There will be 110 additions left to claim. That is pre-minted. The only problem is blind boxes, because blind boxes, we're going to do a 731. And this is the part I have to really work my math out. The good news is that technically the blind box will go above 137 addition, but that is not a big problem, because the blind boxes number will be counted according to what is left over. So the problem is at this part. Yeah, the ratio plus the existing blind boxes. Do note, this is the fun bit, okay? This is the fun bit. For example, if there is, so let's say at the end of the year, all right, I'm going to go through a theory. At the end of the year, let's say the blind boxes, nobody claimed. That means we got 9 boxes of whatever things that we have put out. And on top of that, I will mint an extra, see, that's the thing, an extra 731, so an extra 11 in total. Now the number here I might change a little bit. Maybe I will drop the common to maybe 5 or 6. let's make it 10. I think 10 would be a nice ratio, but I'm gonna read a little bit, right? I'm gonna double check some of this stuff and make it a little bit more compelling so we don't really flirt too much. And let's say let's say we have six, right? Six series, or no, six drops of blind boxes. So 60 over there, 60 plus another 60 over here. So that's 120 already. And then 120 plus another 60, that's 180 already. So we have a surplus series blind box, but that doesn't really care because it doesn't need to adhere to the existing limitation of the edition, which is 137. All right, that makes sense for me. That means, yeah, we'll follow this rule. Okay, you know what? I think that's the best. We'll follow this rule. Surplus. We don't burn it. However, we will cap it. We don't burn it, we will cap. Which means, for example, like singles, there'll be only 9 if nobody claims, right? So I'll lock it. Actually, yeah, the correct word is cap and lock, which means I will no longer mint. So this is one thing I will still continue to adhere. That my policy, my criteria is that I will not what do you call this? Crap. I will no longer mint, and I will not no. I will never back mint the older series. The only exception right now is to the existing Series 2 and Series 3. We will officially use this ratio. Right? For now, I'm going to use 731, which I think is the best thing, right? Seven commons, then 3 uncommon. And then for this case, we're going to go for the first, and I won't say the first anniversary, but we're going to do the anniversary drop. And the anniversary drop will only contain Series 2 and Series 3 only. This is going to be the first one, so it's going to be a little bit more stuff. And whatever you get from there, that's it. That is how much mint is left, right? Yes. All right, cool. We'll follow that rule. We will follow that rule. And with that, that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. I think that's the best possible membership that's the best possible thing that I can think of for membership that rewards both, right, people who are offline and people who are online. Yeah, you know what? That's the best possible way that I can do that does not break everything. And with that, I've actually forgot to do a few things last week. So we're going to officially do it this week. And that is the drop. We're going to have 2 drops upcoming. One of them I already done already. So I'm going to get some stuff done. Actually, I'm supposed to do the animation live for you guys. But I actually spent way too much time doing my modeling session and whatnot. So I'm gonna do, you know what, let's do a quick simple one. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna do a simple one. Let's go to this. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna go to my scene, stage basic. So I've reached to a point. Actually, this one I want to talk next Thursday. I mean, not next Thursday, this coming Thursday, but this coming Thursday is a community tournament, and that also will be a little bit not the best time to do so, because once I'm done with the community tournament, it's that there's a lot of time taken out from it. So on one end, that's great, all right, on one end, but another end is, yeah, I lose some time over there. Oops, turn off the wrong thing. Okay, is this the correct one? No. Maybe? No. Alright, not the correct one. This is the one. Yeah, alright. So I'm still working a little bit on the box. I don't want to do this box anymore. This box is not the greatest, but at least I want to do some animation in it. So I'm gonna use Blender to do some simple animation. Like the box will shake, right? Shake and then ta-da! Open up. I really want to do it. All right, but no, not this. Okay. Yes, this is correct. I would now go to my set. And at the same time, I need to actually lock down one very important thing. So I want to be a bit more consistent next year in terms of some stuff. And one of it is the drop. The drop is a little bit messy right now because I put way too much drop, which is bad, and I kind of lost a few things. So I want to clean up a lot this year, and the next year we have a little bit more consistency in terms of everything. And one of the small things I want to actually talk about, unfortunately, I don't have time today, but I'm gonna touch a little bit. All right, and it's gonna be the what do you call this? Yeah, okay, cool. This is the correct size. Is what game do I want to do next year and how I want to do it. I have a few ideas already, but I want to nail down a few things so that we can get the best out of it. Okay, so we're gonna go through a very simple talk while I do some animation, and I have to do it. You know what? This stream will go like slightly longer because I have to do this part. Okay, pumpkin close, and then I need my item. Where is you? Where is you, my item? Hello? Where did I save? Where did I save it? Oh, wow. Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I got lost. Ah, there we go. It's here. No. Assets, Unity drop. Okay, so for next year, we're gonna do a whole complete overhaul for one of the, not say the game, but for the raid. We want to do a complete overhaul for one main reason. Reason is very, very straightforward. Okay. We want to move on to the next year. Yeah, the next game. The next game would be actually quite similar to a game that I used to play, but I don't have the time anymore. It's a idle game. It's gonna be quite similar to Nikkei. Yes, I think that's the best games to, I won't say draw I mean, it really draw inspiration from there. Okay, now I need to make sure the fist is hand pose. We need to change our hand later. Okay, let me shut down all the hand. Okay, no, not this. Yes, that's the correct hand. I want to see what other hands do I have. That's a thumbs up. Okay, so a fist. Ta-da! Alright, the fist is not gonna be the best, unfortunately, but I think it's good. Okay, we're gonna hold the club. So this is gonna be an ogre club. Now the difference is, if you realize there is a extra stuff, this is a one of one. This is gonna be exclusive, right? This extra accessory for Nemo. So if Nemo, if you're watching this, if you're back watching, yeah, this is why this is yours. For normal people to claim the non one of one, you don't have this blade over here, and then the wrapping would be a different color. Yeah. Yes, sirree. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to do something like a swing. So we're gonna do an animation of it. Okay, now let's get on to it. Let's create a new animation. Okay. Another thing also is, where was I? Oh, dang it. Wait, hold on. Let me save this first. Okay, where are you, animation? Where's my V2? I have to save this under the V2. Ape action figure, animation, social. No, 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 no. Great. I don't know where I put all my stuff. Is it single player? No, not single player. Uh, Toy Ape. Ah, dang it. It's under Toy Ape animation, V2 animation. Found you. Club Swing, I'm gonna call it. Okay. So yeah, and then next year's game. All right, let's start off with. So next year's game is gonna be an extra add-on to this existing single-player game, and I want to do something like a dungeon-esque game whereby you. So a lot of things that I've modeled, right, like the pumpkin head, the club. All right, so these are game assets that I want to use in the game, whereby even though this is like no, you'll be in the game. I just need to ask for the one of one. I need to ask permission to use, but if not, I'll just use the non one of one. But at the same time, I want to put the one of one as a unique legendary item for players to get. Yeah, and in my mind, I want to do a little bit more on the collectible side of things, and that is, hold on a sec, clock swing. Okay, good. And that is what do you call this? I want to do something like hero clicks, because hero clicks is one of those things out there, one of the games slash that is collectible. Yeah. All right. No, actually, yeah, it's gonna swing like that, right? Okay, and then oh, yeah, no, correct. This is the correct hand. It's correct hand. No, wrong pose. Hand pose. Yes. Oh. Oh no. Hand pose is correct. Not do this because we want to put under the hand. There we go. Hand pose. Okay, sweet. Okay. So yeah, that's the reason why I want to avoid that part. Okay. Uh, okay, delete this guy. So now I can just, yes. Alright. And then I want to do something like this so that the hand pose. Oh, dang it. Okay, so the hand will goes ha ha, and then yeah, basically like a cheer. Okay, yes, we're gonna put cheer like this. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so we're gonna cheer, and when we cheer, our hand pose has to be, yeah. Okay, so let's play. Yeah, see, the problem is this hand is terrible. Only this hand for some reason. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then is no, copy paste. So this guy can, and then go up higher, and then hand goes, yeah, a little bit off this. Let me play. No, this doesn't feel right though. Doesn't feel right. All the way up. All the way up. Yeah, the problem is if we go all the way up, that's the problem. Okay, it's like, nah, nah. Okay. Extend a little bit. Okay, instead of going up so fast, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, so I'm gonna do like a swoop, yeah, like a taunt. Okay, so I don't want this to go up so oops, wrong one. I don't want it to go up too fast. Okay, yes. Dang it, I kind of messed that up a bit. Okay. All right, and then hand, yeah, goes like that, and then hand goes like that. One more time, and then goes up. Yeah, all right, cool. So it's like a taunt. Ta-ta! No, I don't need to go up so fast. Yeah, okay. Yes, all right, good. Finally. Swing, swing, and then skadoosh. Go up, and then what I need to do next is actually I need this to hike. Hike. All right. Okay, this one will go this way. Go this way. In fact, I will turn sideways just a little bit. And then this one we'll see here. Gonna paste this right here. Okay, so this one's boring. Yeah, all right. A little bit of, as long as we have a little bit of animation, is good. Okay, so when we go up, it actually goes backwards. Yeah, and then it swing down. So this part, hey there, Lou, welcome to the stream. This thing will swing down, turn a bit, and then the hand will go like this, and okay. I know it doesn't really make sense, but yes, like this, and need to move this a bit. Okay, and then obviously the body needs to move forward more and face you a little bit. Okay, cool. Not this hand. This hand. Just twist it a little bit more so that our hand is not at an awkward pose. All right, cool. So this is good. Obviously, I need to make the animation a bit longer. So, okay. Let's see. So we have our taunt, taunt. Okay, so this last part feels like it's oh, it feels like claymation. Oh my goodness, and I like it. All right, I like it. Okay. All right, and then we will, once it hits down, we want to maintain a little bit. So we're gonna have at least a follow through. So what we want to do is we want to bend a little bit more. Bend a little, no, face up a bit, bend a little bit more. The arm, Now can relax a little bit. This guy needs to go like that. Like this. Yeah. Okay. So let me see. Okay. I think we can make this a little bit faster, but the hand goes a little bit slower. So, and then after that, everything maintained back to position. All right, let's see how this works. Probably need to extend just a little bit more. Yeah, see this part? I hate this part. Oh my goodness, it just got crazy. I need to fix this part. Okay, without doing too much. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the hand rotation first. So all right, so we want to avoid this problem. And then now when it swings, okay, so when it swings, I need to delete this guy. Oh, okay, delete this guy. Push it a little bit fast, a little bit earlier. Yes, okay, cool. So when it gets up, bone resets to normal, bone resets to normal, hand resets to normal, and then looks when it stands up, goes to normal, goes to normal, goes to normal, no, wrong one, hand pose, goes to normal. Okay. Okay, yes. So let me replay again. Push a bit further. Push a bit further. Okay, I think that's good. Push. All right, done. Done. The other hand a bit weird though. So what we want to do is we want to at least introduce a little bit on the other hand. So we want to not let the hand a bit idle. That's bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up a bit, swing a bit, swing a bit, swing a bit. All right, there we go. So, all right, and then, oh, wrong one. Swing a bit, swing a bit. All this small little minor thing is very, very important. Swing, swing a bit. Okay, there we go. And when we hit, so when we hit, we want to generate momentum, and then usually when we generate momentum is doing here. So this guy will swing front like this, and then when we hit down, that's where this hand will go all the way back all the way back. And then while it recovers, then this guy can go back to normal. And then last but not least, this is where we can get set position. And all right, cool. So we play again. Aha! Cool beans. And drop complete. That is drop number 2 for the month. All right, we have a 1 of 1 version, and then we have the normal version. Sweet. Okay, so with that, that is the second. This is the first drop. Then the second drop would be the story the story milestone. And unfortunately, we did not hit the story milestone again. That's totally fine because that is kind of what I expected in a way. Oh, no. Oh, I already turned off the milestone, right? So you can't see it. Okay, I'm going to just preview this large. All right, and then turn this. Yeah, no eyes at the moment, so bear with me. All right, so for the story milestone, we failed to cross the river. Oh, I just realized something. Oh, no. Okay, so because how did we fail to cross the river? So basically, you and the party try to swing. Can I do a swing across? You know what? I think I can do, no, we can do a swing. We're gonna do Tarzan type of a swing, right? We're gonna try to, oh, I just realized something. All right, basically you fail, right? You fail to catch up. Huh, weird. Why did it feels like? Huh, maybe it's because of the position and animation wise. Yeah, it feels so weird. Okay, anyway, story milestone, you fail. And basically you failed to cross the river, so basically you try to swing across. The story right now is swing across, but either A, the vine snap, B, you try to jump across jump across is a little bit boring, so we're gonna swing. All right, we're gonna swing across because it is the jungle team, right, and we want to do that. And basically, you know what, I'm gonna make it snap. We're gonna make the vine snap, and then basically, yeah, you got all wet, and now you have to go across the long way. And with that, we still have not finished. Oh, dang it. One of the key things is I haven't finished modeling my enemy yet, because the last drop after this, so we have an airship as well. Oh no, so many drops. Okay, unfortunately I have to make a decision, and I'm gonna give you a sneak oh, oopsie, I made a boo-boo over here. I'm gonna make a sneak peek and whatnot, and that is gonna be exactly like this. Because I failed to, we don't have enough time. Oh, because we don't have enough time to do it, I would have to go with the last drop would be the robot, the hunter bots. I wanted to introduce Gideon at the end of the year, but we don't have enough time. I'm afraid we don't have enough time to introduce Gideon. Or maybe. We shall see. We shall see. I'll try my very, very best to do it, okay? So with that, that is all I have for you for today. Yeah, look at that. It feels so weird. Like this part. Doing. But if you view from front, looks okay. View from side, looks okay. But view from a certain angle, oh, feels so good. Anyway, so with that, the last story milestone of the year. Can we get to the end of a good story milestone, or are we stuck with the generic story milestone? I saw it already. Well, that's all I have for you for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next stream. If not in the next I kind of messed it up. No, for those who are watching on the stream, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time on Thursday. And it is a community tournament day, which means we're gonna have less talk, more action. Yeah, unfortunately, there's one topic I want to talk on Thursday. Unfortunately, I can't because of the community tournament. And with that, for those who are watching on YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode. So don't forget to subscribe. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Oh, how long would I get to that, right? Good question. I don't know. All right. See ya, my friends. I will see you guys in the next stream. Oof. Okay, so there is one small little problem with this guy right now, is that if I was to stop, yeah, you guys saw the terrible overlay. Not my fault though, not my fault. Yeah, you guys, yeah, it's okay, you get to see all the assets anyway.